Hello, good morning, and welcome to this live Forex trading session. As usual, we're just going to go through the markets together. The main markets we'll be looking at the Euro US dollar and the dollar Canadian dollar. And then once we've analyzed the markets, if you have any questions, comments, or issues, we'll address that after we've assessed the markets. So let's kick off. So you start off as usual by looking at the economic calendar. Let me just bring the economic calendar up. So looking at the economic calendar today, today is Tuesday, the 5th of October. And as usual, my own economic calendar is set to GMT +2. That's my own time zone. So make sure you set your own economic calendar to your own time zone. So the times I'll be quoting will be GMT +2 times. So today is Tuesday, the 5th of October. So we're looking for reports of high importance that could affect the markets we're trading, which is the Euro US dollar and the dollar Canadian dollar. So let's have a look what's coming out today. So we had the Royal Bank of Australia interest rate decision that's come and gone. Obviously, that would affect currencies paired with the Aussie dollar, which we're not trading. So it looks like a relatively quiet day. So at 2:30 here, we have the Canada balance of trade. So this will mainly affect currencies paired with the Canadian dollar. So since we are also trading the dollar Canadian dollar, we'll be aware of that report for that particular currency pair, the dollar Canadian dollar. But for the Euro US dollar, that won't we wouldn't worry about that report for the Euro US dollar, just for the dollar Canadian dollar. And that's it for today. So the only report of high importance today is the balance of trade report out of Canada that will mainly affect currencies paired with the Canadian dollar. So since we're trading the dollar Canadian dollar, I'll avoid trading the dollar Canadian dollar till 2:30 before I start trading the dollar Canadian dollar. But for the Euro US dollar, I'll start trading that straight away because there are no reports of high importance due out today that could directly impact the Euro US dollar. And there are no public holidays in the UK or USA. But again, don't forget to check the rest of the week. This week is the first week of October. And as we know, with the first week, the US unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls come out on the first Friday of every month. So we're expecting that end of this week, which is this week is the first week in October. But let's have a look. So if we go through the rest of the week, we're now on Wednesday the 7th. And the 8th, October the 8th. So Friday, October the 8th, we can see here that we have the Canada unemployment rate and the main one for this week, the US unemployment rate on the non-farm payrolls. Like I said earlier, this is a report of huge significance. It affects the global markets, it affects the stock market, the bond market, all currency pairs, and the commodities market. It's a report of huge significance. It's a highly anticipated report. So there's a high probability of all markets just trending sideways for the whole week, leading up to the report on Friday. So in view of this report coming out on Friday of huge significance, I'll be having only one attempt at each market each day leading up to Friday. So for today, I'll only have one attempt on the Euro US dollar and one attempt on the dollar Canadian dollar. So I'll only be having one attempt at the market each day leading up to Friday because of the high probability of the markets just trending sideways leading up to Friday and this report on Friday. Now, I also set up a session. We'll meet on Friday and trade report together. Okay, so let's get back to today. So that's again why it's important to check the rest of the week. So like I said, for today, I'm just going to start trading the Euro US dollar now, but I only have one attempt at the market. And for the dollar Canadian dollar, I'll wait till 2:30 when the Canada balance of trade report is announced before I start trading the dollar, Canadian dollar. Also, don't forget to keep an eye on Market Watch. See if there's anything going on that could create uncertainty in the global markets. But at the moment, there's nothing major causing uncertainty in the markets. Of course, there's a lot of things causing problems with the stock market. We're not trading the stock market. For the currency market, there's no major global incident creating uncertainty. So let's go to the charts. So we'll start with the swing trading. So looking at the daily time frame for the euro US dollar, and the moving average today is 1.1748. So I'm just going to adjust my pending buy swing trade order to 2 pips above that to 1750. So I'll just adjust that to 1750 with a 100 pip stop loss. So I'll just modify that. So that's my swing trade done for the euro US dollar. So come to the day trade, 5-minute time frame. Now we can see here where the market was initially trending sideways around the pivot point, but you can see where it's broken the pivot point. You can see it's now trending down, forming lower lows and lower highs. You can also see the moving average trending down. So now I can place a pending sell order just below S1 to sell. And of course, if the market reverses, I'm happy to buy just above the pivot point. But again, I'm only going to have one attempt. So I'm just going to place a pending sell order just below S1 and a pending buy order just above the pivot point. Now, if the market takes the sell trade first, I'll delete the buy. If it takes the buy trade first, I'll delete the sell and only have one live attempt. So let me start by, so the S1 there is 1.15888. I'll just round that up to 1.1589. So to sell 2 pips below that to be 1.1587. 1.1587. So that should be 1.1587. That's 2 pips below that. And my stop loss will be 1587 plus 20 since I'm selling. So that'll be 1.1607. And my take profit will be 60 pips below that, 1.15. So 87, that'll be 87 minus 60, that'll be 27. 1527. Okay, then the buy will be 2 pips above that, 1.1616, 1.1616, and 20 pips stop loss would be 1616 minus 20. That'll be 1.1596. And 20 pips stop loss, 60 pips profit limit would be 1.1676. There we go. So my pending orders are in place for the euro US dollar, and again I'm only going to have one live attempt. So let's look at the dollar Canadian dollar. Again, we'll start the swing trade, daily time frame. The moving average 100 today is 1.2545. So I'm just going to adjust my pending sell swing trade order to 2 pips below that at 1.2543. 2543. And 100 pips stop loss to 643. Okay, so that's it for the swing trade. So we'll go to the 5-minute time frame for the day trade. But like I said, since we're waiting for the Canada balance of trade report at 2:30 GMT plus 2, I'm just going to avoid trading this market for now. So I'll leave it alone and then reassess just before the report at 2:30. Okay, so that's my plan for today. Any questions? If you have any questions, you can either raise your hand or send your questions or comments through the chat box.